A long time ago, there was a man named Abraham. He trusted God with all his heart. God had promised Abraham that he would have many descendants, and through them, all the nations of the world would be blessed. Abraham had a son named Isaac. Isaac was growing up, and it was time for him to get married. But Abraham didn't want Isaac to marry someone from the land of Canaan, where they were living, because the people there didn't worship the one true God. So Abraham called his most trusted servant and said, "Go to my homeland and find a wife for my son Isaac from among my relatives." The servant didn't know how he would find the right woman. It was a big job, and he wanted to do it right. So he prayed to God. As he got near a town called Nahor, he stopped by a well in the evening. That's when women usually came to get water. He asked God, "Please show me the right young woman. Let it be the one who offers me water and also offers to water my camels." Before he finished praying, a young woman named Rebekah came to the well. She was kind and respectful. When the servant asked her for a drink, she quickly gave him some water. And then she said she would get water for all his camels too. That was a lot of work, but she didn't complain. The servant watched in silence. He saw that God had answered his prayer. When Rebekah finished, he gave her gifts and asked her who her family was. She said she was the granddaughter of Abraham's brother. That meant she was part of Abraham's family. The servant bowed and thanked God. Then he went to Rebekah's house. Her family welcomed him and listened to his story. They could see that God's hand was in everything. So they agreed to let Rebekah go with him to marry Isaac. Rebekah said she was willing to go. She had never met Isaac, but she believed God was leading her. So she traveled with the servant, and when they reached the land of Canaan, Isaac saw her coming. Isaac took Rebekah to be his wife, and the Bible says he loved her. Their meeting wasn't an accident. It was part of God's plan. This story reminds us that God knows our path. He sees the road ahead, even when we don't. The servant prayed and trusted God to lead him, and God answered. Rebekah was kind, hardworking, and willing to follow God's direction. Isaac waited patiently, and God brought the right person at the right time. Sometimes, we don't know what's next in life, but we can trust God to guide our steps. Like Abraham's servant, we can pray and believe that God hears us. Like Rebekah, we can be ready to follow when God calls. And like Isaac, we can wait in faith, knowing God cares about every detail. God sees the big picture, and when we trust Him, He leads us exactly where we need to be. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.